Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be showing you how to get the perfect fortress defense set up in Shadow of War. I have played this game since launch and I have found this method and setup of upgrades and I've never actually changed it because I have never been breached in all this time, except for a few times when the enemy actually glitched and spawned inside my fortress. But my walls always held and my gate never actually fell. So like almost all of the army, or all of the army if you have no glitches, is always on the outside of your fortress. Now in the army menu I can give you a few tips for starters. The first one is always get your weakest Uruk in the Overlord position, because the Overlord will never fight in the fortress defenses. So yeah, you should just get your weakest one. Of course everybody has preferences on what tribe it should be, but just pick your tribe and the weakest Uruk you have you should always put at the Overlord position. The strongest Uruks that you have should go here, one as the captain on the left side of the gate, because this is the first victory point that the enemy will try to conquer, and they will not be able to conquer the others without first conquering this one. So yeah, just put a lot of bodyguards on there, and of course put your strongest Uruk as the captain here. So next let's go to the siege upgrades and just go through these. Of course some can be up to your preference, but the first one is just a no-brainer. Stone walls and reinforced stone walls kind of look nice, but the metal walls are absolutely the best. There is no argument to be made here. Metal walls are just awesome, and you should always get the metal walls. Just no other option is correct. The second upgrade, iron gates can be useful and I've used them in the past, but with this method you will never actually get any damage done to your gates. So the iron gates are kind of become well, obsolete, honestly. The poison spouts on your walls are kind of useful, but the fire spouts are actually the best. The poison spouts do a little bit of damage and of course choke up and stun the enemy Uruks, but the fire spouts also stun because they run around while they're on fire and also do the most damage to the Uruks and Olags trying to blow up or damage your walls. So definitely get the fire spouts on. The third upgrade is actually up to your preference. Honestly, it mostly doesn't matter if you do this right. The enemy army will never actually get in contact with your army, so you can just get any host that you want. I always get the defender host because they help hold victory points longer, as you can see in the description, and it just gives you much more time to come and help your Uruks defend the victory point if you find one in trouble. The next one, again, can be up to preference, but I do have a very good explanation on why I use the one I use. The siege beasts are of course very important in every conquer or defense of a fortress, and I use the fire siege beasts because they do the most damage and they absolutely wreak havoc on the enemy army. The poison siege beasts can be useful sometimes. They mainly focus, the poisonous siege beasts mainly focus the enemy siege beasts and choke them up so they cannot fire on you. But the reason I mostly don't use the poisonous siege beasts is because I think everybody plays the defenses and conquerors the same way. Like as soon as the battle starts, you take out the enemy siege beasts. So this is mostly obsolete. The cursed siege beasts are only useful in the defense if you are defending, preparing your defense against PvP, against online players. So if you want to make your fortress, a nightmare for other players, sure, these ones can be useful, but the fire siege beasts are always the best if you're trying to defend against, just regular Uruks and NPCs. The next upgrade is absolutely one of the most important, and that's Hellfire. You should definitely get this one because this does not do any damage to your gate, but anytime any Uruks or Olag come anywhere close to your gate, trying to break it down and get inside your fortress, this will just wreak havoc on them stun them and do insane amounts of damage. So yeah, Hellfire is the absolute best upgrade you can get here. Sure, War Caragors and Graugs can be useful, but the Hellfire will not let any enemies get inside your fortress, and that is the most important part of this defense. The next upgrade is, of course, Spiked Walls. Now, Fire Archers and Farsight Archers can be, again, very useful, up to your preference, but the Spiked Walls are very important because any Uruks that your fire spouts from the second upgrade don't deter from, climbing or damaging your walls, the Spiked Walls will take care of. So the enemy cannot damage your walls or your gate, and they cannot climb over. Do you see what I'm saying? So the enemy can just stay outside of your fortress and take the damage from your army and, of course, from you. So yeah, the Spiked Walls is the absolute best upgrade right here. The last one, honestly, doesn't matter. Poison Mines and Fire Mines are all inside your fortress, so whichever one you get, in the best case scenario you will not use them at all, and in the worst case that some enemies glitch through and or spawn inside your fortress, you can use poison or fire, whatever your preference is. I just switched it up a little because I've used fiery siege beasts, hellfire, and fire spouts, so I just put poison mines just for fun, I suppose. So yeah, with this setup, again, the enemy absolutely cannot get inside your fortress in any way, and they can just stay outside and take damage from your army while you dispatch of all of them one by one. So yeah, that was today's video. I hope this helped you decide what upgrades to get in your fortress defenses, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing to our channel and liking our videos, and thank you very much. See you guys in the next one. Bye.